You better be in the house when them street lights come on. Ain't that what your mama used to tell you? But I bet you when she told you to stay out the streets, she had no idea that the YouTube streets would take over the world. Uncle Juice, public figure Boogie, Baby Down So Raw, Detroit Gossip, and the most dangerous voice in Detroit, DawgfaceTV.
Bitch, I talk more shit than Dawgface.
They running shit from coast to coast. Welcome to the Danger Zone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dawgface Calderon. This is DawgfaceTV Unleashed that works and operates in conjunction with Real Life Unfiltered. Shout out to my homies at Real Life Street Stars, Real Life Productions. Shout out to everybody who's been tuned in, tapped in, logged in, signed in with the boys, minus our sister Henny. Henny will be back. She has some family issues that she's getting under the control. But shout out to Henny. Y'all go follow Henny. Y'all go subscribe to official That Girl Henny. Go on Instagram, on YouTube, official That Girl Henny. Go check her out. Go bless her. Go send her a contribution. Go support her. Hey, listen. Tonight, I need to prepare y'all for what y'all about to see. A couple of days ago, we played part 1 of the video deposition of James Harden, NBA star James Harden, as it relates to the civil lawsuit that was filed by Moses Malone Jr. There are many different components to this. We're starting off with James Harden deposition, but we also have Moses Malone Jr.'s deposition as well. And we also have the video deposition of one of the most important figures in this whole sordid event, Molo. We have Molo's video deposition. And I want you to know it is some explosive shit. I don't know what's in the water down there in Houston, but I don't want none. Rule report. What's happening with you, brother?
What's going on with you, Dawgface? You know, just maintaining and campaigning, trying to, bring the truth to the internet. Because, a lot of times we get a lot of fluff, especially when we're dealing with these legal situations. You got a lot of people screaming that they got legal beagles and a legal team. But over here, Dawgface, Report Underdog, man, well connected. Y'all see we had one of the top attorneys in Michigan, or the top attorney, let's say it that way, in Michigan on the panel last night. So, I'm ready to see what's going on with this deposition, see what James Harden is going to say today. Got my pen. I'm going to take some notes, too.
Oh, it's one of them take note days? No, when Rule Report takes notes. And in the upper left-hand quadrant, everybody's favorite big OG. Underdog is in the building. What's the word with you, brother? Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the building, man. Looking forward to unfolding this deposition. You know what we do, man. We weed out the fake from the real. You know what I mean? You don't need to be mixing no real shit with no fake shit. That's where we at with it.
All right. Hey, so having said that, Underdog, hey, listen. Underdog has one of the fastest growing YouTube channels on YouTube right now. He's fastly becoming a favorite. You know what I'm saying? People like to hear his rendition. They like to hear his take on all things that happen in the YouTube streets. Underdog, what is your Instagram page?
My Instagram page is UnderdawgTV. My Instagram page, UnderdawgTV _ podcast. My YouTube channel is UnderdawgTV.
Gotcha. Hey, listen. Ruler gang, are we just gonna jump right into this, or we gonna play games with this shit? What we doing?
Man, I say let's just get to it, man. Let's get to it. The people waiting. We didn't have to wait a couple of days for this part 2, so let's go ahead and feed the streets.
Let's go.
Everybody yesterday.
Let's go ahead, feed the streets. Hey, Underdog, stop clicking that motherfucking ink pen.
I'm ready to use this thing, bro. Okay, I got it, bro. I got you. I'm ready to use this thing, bro.
I got you. So let's go. Let it rip.
This is Media 2. The time is 2:51 p.m. We're back on the record.
Mr. Harden, is it common for you to be without your cell phone?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. And if you don't have your cell phone, you typically use cell phones of your friends to communicate?
Just depends. Depends on what it's for.
But it's happened before, right?
Like texting from somebody?
Yeah.
No.
Or you use their phone to call other people?
Yeah, if I don't have my phone.
Yeah, if you don't have your cell phone, you need a way to communicate sometimes, right?
Right.
All right. So back in 2016, June, or specifically June 2016, you and Molo were still hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you said, a few times a week, right?
Yeah, probably.
Uh-huh. Go ahead and mark this as Exhibit 8.
Hey, listen, I need you people to like, share, subscribe. Welcome to DawgfaceTV. Welcome on behalf of the Ruler Report. Welcome on behalf of Underdog TV. Welcome on behalf of Real Life Street Stars, Real Life Productions. Welcome. This is part 2 of James Harden video deposition. We're going to break this up into 3 or 4 parts, but we decided not to. Shout out to Vlad TV, who has picked up on this story. Shout out to DJ Academics, who is featuring this story prominently on his social media platforms. So listen, we decided not to play the games with y'all. We decided that the part 2 is gonna be broken up into two separate parts. We decided to let this shit rip. So I want you to like, share, subscribe, get the Dog Pound, Ruler Gang, the motherfucking Underdog Camp. We need y'all to like, share, subscribe, and come rock with us because we have a few surprises here tonight. It's going to shock the YouTube streets. So like, share, subscribe, let a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend that the boys are back and we finna shock the YouTube streets tonight. Come on in. And listen, and if you guys are like taking the content and re-rocking it, remixing it, we don't care. At the very least, you could do as a show of professional courtesy is at least tag the source where you're getting the information from. Because this is the first time that this deposition has been aired on the mighty YouTube streets. So just at least show some professional decorum and tag the source, you bitch ass niggas.
Did you pay attention to any of the testimony in the Darian Blunt trial?
A little bit.
Okay. Did you attend that trial?
No.
Okay. How did you hear the testimony in that trial?
Rusty.
Excuse me?
Rusty.
Okay. Why were you interested in the Darian Blunt trial?
How was it?
Why would he tell you about the Darian Blunt trial?
Because he wants to prepare me for what was being said about me.
Okay. Did you know something was going to be said about you?
He told me.
Okay. I present to you exhibit number 8. Have you had a chance to review it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you, what is this text message?
It's a text from Molo.
Okay. That's not a text message you sent?
No, it's just Molo.
Okay. Did you write this text message in this exhibit?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So you did not write on Molo's phone, hey, listen, my nigga, if you got something to say, we not doing no social media. I will pull up wherever you at and see what's going on. You a pussy nigga for real for even going on Facebook talking shit. Fuck boy. That was not from you.
It wasn't for me.
Okay. Under oath here today, you're saying that text message was not from you on Molo's cell phone.
It was not for me.
Okay. Do you know that Molo testified that that text message was from you?
Yeah, Rusty told me.
Okay. And are you calling Molo a liar?
I wouldn't call it a liar. I just would say that this wasn't true.
Okay.
It's inaccurate
What's inaccurate?
that I wrote the message.
Okay. She very clearly said you wrote the message. What's inaccurate?
Object to the form.
That I didn't write the message.
Okay. So she lied.
It's inaccurate.
Her saying that you wrote this message, you're saying it's inaccurate,
Yes.
not a lie.
It's not right.
How is it not right?
Because I didn't write the message.
Okay. Would you agree with me if someone tells you you did something but you didn't do it, they're lying, right?
I would say they're wrong.
Okay. Do you realize that she testified under oath that you texted this message to
Object
Moses
to the
Malone
form.
Jr.?
Yeah, Rusty told me.
Do you know what that means?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Got this hand in some shit.
Uh-oh. So Molo. So Molo, you testified under oath that James Harden, NBA star, James Harden, took your cell phone and text Moses Malone Jr. Man, I know I ain't here. Hold on, man. I gotta be. Hold on. Let me back this shit up for a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Say, if you got something to say, we not doing. What is this text message? Excuse me?
Rusty,
Okay. Why were you interested in the Darian Blunt trial?
I wasn't.
Why would he tell you about the Darian Blunt trial?
Because I know goddamn well we didn't just hear what we thought we heard. So I had to back this bitch up to make sure that we ain't tripping.
He wants to be prepared me for what was being said about me.
Okay. Did you know something was going to be said about you?
He told me.
Okay. I presented to you exhibit number 8. Have you had a chance to review it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you, what is this text message?
It's a text from Molo.
Okay. That's not a text message you sent?
No, it's just Molo.
Okay. Did you write this text message in this exhibit?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So you did not write on Molo's phone, hey, listen, my nigga, if you got something to say, we not doing no social media. I will pull up wherever you at and see what's going on. You a pussy nigga for real for even going on Facebook talking shit. Fuck boy. That was not from you.
It wasn't for me.
Okay. Under oath here today, you're saying that text message was not from you on Molo's cell phone.
It was not for me.
Okay. Do you know that Molo testified that that text message was from you?
Yeah, Rusty told me.
Okay. And are you calling Molo a liar?
I wouldn't call it a liar. I just would say that this wasn't true.
Okay.
It's inaccurate
What's inaccurate?
that I wrote the message.
Okay. She very clearly said you wrote the message. What's inaccurate?
Object to the form.
That I didn't write the message.
Okay. So she lied.
It's inaccurate.
Her saying that you wrote this message, you're saying it's inaccurate,
Yes.
not a lie.
It's not right.
How is it not right?
Because I didn't write the message.
Okay. Would you agree with me if someone tells you you did something but you didn't do it, they're lying, right?
I would say they're wrong.
Okay. Do you realize that she testified under oath that you texted this message to
Object
Moses
to the
Malone
form.
Jr.?
Yeah, Rusty told me.
Do you know what that means to testify under oath and lie?
It means you're wrong.
No, it means it's against the law.
No,
It's
you could be
perjury.
wrong. I object to that. That's not
Okay.
true. That's the wrong statement.
If you lie, if you lie under oath, you can be criminally prosecuted. You know that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. Cause now I'm a little slow. Let me get this straight. So Molo was deposed before James Harden was deposed. And in her deposition, she was asked because a text message, obviously, so this just adds credibility to what Moses Malone Jr. said.
Right.
And obviously, he provided the text evidence proving that he did receive a text from Molo.
Right.
So Molo was deposed prior to James Harden, and Molo testified under oath that the text message that Moses Malone Jr. got from her cell phone, that she didn't send it, that she handed her phone to James Harden, and James Harden sent it.
Correct. That's exactly what he said.
Because you know I'm kind of slow, right? So it's two things going on here, and I hate to interrupt. Hey, listen, my name is Dawgface Calderon. That's Underdog TV. That's the Ruler Report. Hey, my chat's called the Dog Pound. Get in this motherfucker if you have questions. And we also going to provide the call-in number for people who have comments they want to call in live. See, because we don't run from shit over here. We don't run for shit over here. If it's a problem, if it's like that, it's been like that around this bitch. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend that we live on YouTube. I'm going to provide a call-in number for people to call in live. I promise to God when we get through this. And then we have a special guest that's going to come on tonight too. So, Underdog, when Molo testified in a deposition prior to this, that it was James Harden who took her phone and sent this text to Moses Malone Jr. Is that a contradiction? Because James Harden saying I didn't send a text.
Right. So what James Harden is doing is he playing the word game. You know what I mean? Basically, with one of the word game masters, which is a federal agent, right? And what he's doing is he's saying anything that he can say that is not admitting. You know what I mean? So he's not admitting, but at the same time, he's so cornered that any answer that you give other than admitting is going to sound foolish. And that's what it is. He sounds foolish because he's so cornered with them words right now that agent got his ass right there in that headlock. But you know, his lawyer told him, listen, under no circumstances do you admit any motherfucking thing, or you taking the power out of my hands to even defend your motherfucking ass. So therefore, he just like, hey, I don't know. It looks black, yeah, it's dark. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking word game. It's his version of defense was as weak as a motherfucker. Now, if he had a weaker agent questioning him, then you know it might not sound so bad because he have more wiggle room. But that agent ain't giving his ass no wiggle room, and he on his ass. That's just that.
Ruler gang.
Yeah. One of the things.
Come on.
Go ahead. Okay, no, because I was gonna say one of the things that I actually noticed in this, you know, he denied saying that I'm gonna pull up, you know, over this social media post that Moses Malone made, right? He said he denied, he was gonna pull up. He also denied that he actually sent the text message, as Moses Malone had already told us, from Molo's phone. But I think the thing that stood out to me the most was his refusal to call Molo a liar. He said everything but the word lie. The lawyer tried to get him to answer the question several different times, brought it up. He would not say that she was a liar. And I think that's like, you know, an indicator that he know that if he calls her a liar now, and then it comes out that he really, yeah.
Well, listen, to me, it wasn't even about, because he caught like a rat in a rat trap right now.
Yeah.
He didn't touch he didn't bit the cheese, right? He just stuck his hand in the cookie jar. and Big Mama done slammed the fucking lid of the cookie jar on his motherfucking finger. Ouch. You hear me? So listen, when Molo testified that, hey, that wasn't me, it's my phone, but she had to have provided an elongated answer, an explanation. This is a civil proceeding right here. This ain't even criminal, right? If this ever makes it to criminal, we already have Molo's deposition under oath where she says that it was James Harden who sent that threatening text to Moses Malone Jr. So the civil proceedings are going to carry over to criminal, or could. I ain't wishing jail on nobody, but it very well do so. When Molo testified that, no, he had my phone and he sent that message, that wasn't me. Can we expect this woman to have taken responsibility for sending that text? Or are we shocked? So are we saying that, hey, under oath, and even in civil court it is still under oath, she testified that she didn't send that text and that James Harden sent the text? Does that make Molo a rat? We ain't calling women rats here.
She definitely ratting, because she's in defense mode herself. She's trying to protect herself. And the reason why James ain't saying, ain't really gunning at her is because he know if he gun at her and he corner her even more, she got so much more to spill. He don't want all that shit out. So he trying to respect her at the same time, defend his goddamn self. Everybody trying to defend themselves as individuals right now, but you get to talking too crazy. Hey, I put it out there, goddamn. I know some things. I got some things. She probably got all kinds of shit over there, all kinds of all that prior to. I don't even think he got his text, but I think she got hers. He changed his phones too much. He'd be a goddamn fool to keep her texting. Let's say goddamn, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know why he would keep them texts if he changing his phone number. He know they can be incriminating at any given time. But I believe she got all them texts, and he know that she got all her shit. That's
So
what
he
do.
That's called,
shit.
What do you call his answer, Ruler Gang? What do you call? Because they flat out saying she testified under oath that you done it, nigga. You done it.
Yeah.
So what do you call the type of response he's giving right now? We know that it is. We know that he, listen, from all accounts, this motherfucker's an aggressive ass motherfucking Compton G. Right. So what do you call his answer? Do you concur with Underdog? Because nigga, you don't
alluding.
I think he's following the guidance of his attorney at this point. Yeah. I don't think that was his answer. This is what he was instructed to say and not to say. And I think at this point, he doing what he's supposed to do. Listen to what your attorney say. Now, as far as Molo being a rat, I can't say that because I don't know her background. So if she's not involved in the, criminal elements of, Houston, then I wouldn't call her a rat because she's a civilian.
Her a rat. Yeah, I had to throw it out there. But if she owns so listen, I've met Molo. She had a pleasant. We went to Dome. She let us in. Me, Helliver, my man D Reed never stopped grinding. She let us in. She gave us the same section that Lil Boosie was sitting in when that whole bottle to the head of the security guard happened about a month ago. We were sitting in that exact same booth. I was standing on that exact same table that Boosie was standing on. Right. So let's kick it off. Let's hear it because it's got to be more than this.
Yeah.
If you did not write this text message and Molo wrote this text message, how is she being inaccurate if not lying?
Object to the form. He doesn't have to call her a liar just because you want him to. He's told you it's not true as far as he's concerned.
So if he said it's not true, and this text is clearly a threat, a text that is threatening, and so somebody lying. Is this one of them somebody telling the last shit?
You already know it is.
This reminded me when I was younger, and me and my brothers was getting in trouble, and my wife was like, hell no, we ain't got nothing to say. Is this one of them kind of things?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's definitely one of those situations.
I got you.
I should have screened that video.
Would you agree to that?
Correct.
Okay. Did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did Molo say you wrote this?
He wasn't there.
I'm not sure what she said.
Okay. Have you read her
heard.
testimony? Okay. ahead and mark this as Exhibit 9.
Thank you.
Can you review the text in the gray boxes? Correct? You see it? Do you read it?
See it?
Okay. It says, "That's my best friend, though. Why you got to do all that on Facebook, Moses? My feelings was hurt reading that. That's the most genuine man I know, and you just disrespecting his name. I'm disappointed in you." Who wrote that text?
It says Mola right there.
Okay. Does that
Best friend. I thought he
Been
said
saying
that.
that. She been saying that though. She been saying that.
No.
She been saying she the best friend. He been saying that she ain't my best friend.
But you
That's
have
what's been
been,
happening.
but so this is a text that Mo Lo sent to Moses Malone, like, why you doing this?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
best friend, he a genuine guy. Why you that? So which text sound like who wrote what?
Hey, and that's why he asking the question. That's why he put it out there. Like, hey,
This is a comedy classic. This some Three Stooges shit.
sound like the same person that wrote that aggressive text before?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Sounds like two completely different people, right?
Correct.
And in that text, she references, "That's my best friend, though." She's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about you, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Because she referenced you as a best friend in another post that she's had, correct?
correct.
It's clear that Molo considers you to be her best friend, right?
Yeah, from the messages, yeah.
Okay. So she's here defending you. You agree?
Correct.
Okay. But you still take the position that she wrote this first text on Exhibit 8 in this aggressive nature.
Yeah, she did.
And then she comes back and writes,
Whoa! Whoa, Nelly. Do I got a horse sound? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. What sound effects do I get to capture this shit? Whoa.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
So the text he acknowledges was threatening.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is saying that she wrote it. So before we was like, Molo was a rat. Maybe if she's a civilian, no, not so much as a truth teller. But now this nigga saying, did he just say she wrote it? Did he just acknowledge that she wrote it?
he said that, and he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. He should have said, "I don't know who wrote that," to try to get his ass out of being viewed as the motherfucker that possible. But the fact that he know that she wrote it, well, how you know, bitch, you was there? Okay, if your ass was there, then yeah, I'm kind of standing on that your ass must had that aggressive text belong to you since you was there while text is taking place.
Y'all ain't forgetting in part 1, he said they wasn't friends, and he said something about she was shady.
Yes.
So, I mean, this throwing under the bus could come with whatever he feeling, whatever she did.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
that's a few seconds later in a very calm, reasonable nature that her expression of feelings towards you and how that hurt her feelings and she was upset.
Yeah.
You think these are the same people sending these texts?
Yes.
What makes you think that?
What you mean? It's Molo's phone.
He just said when they asked him the first time that it didn't sound like this. It wasn't the same tone and tenor.
Mm-hmm.
He just said that.
He said it sounded like two different people.
He just said it sounded like two different people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused here.
Hey, so is he.
So you're saying that just because you see Molo's name up there?
Because I was there
You were there when she texted this.
when she was messaging, when we were talking about her.
Whoa!
He should not have said that.
Now he done put himself in the location where the text
He
is
should
being
have
sent
not
from.
have said that, man.
Whoa! Are you fucking kidding me? This is
I wouldn't have said that if my lawyer told me to say that. No, bitch, I ain't saying that. What the fuck you talking about? No, I ain't saying that.
So you put yourself in the same room as her at the same time these texts are being sent out. Are you
But
fucking
you didn't send them.
But are you fucking serious, bro?
Hey, he on some shit like, yeah, I was there. You know, I know they was texting. I can tell they can text whatever the hell they want to text. That's hey, that's no defense. This nigga half slow, man.
So you were there when she was writing these texts?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw her writing these texts?
I didn't see her, but I was there.
How do you know you were there?
Because it was at my house.
Whoa!
Oh, this nigga.
Whoa! This
at his house.
At your house.
Let me ask a question. If I'm not cool with somebody, if we're not friends and all this other stuff, why I'm on trips with your mom? Why am I here there with you? Why am I making sure girls is coming to you? And then why the hell am I at your house?
Man, this is clearly showing that they fell out after this situation. Y'all was glue before this. That was glue before this.
That bag.
Yeah, y'all was glue. And I don't even think it's really that. I don't really think it's really that, because I don't think no 30,000 gonna really piss him off. The kind of bread he got, especially from a female that's feeding his motherfucking
sexual,
you know what I mean? His freakery. You know what I mean? His freakery. You know what I mean? Like she, yeah. You know, she his source. You know what I mean? So no,
Well, source means she's running hoes for him.
Hey, you already know. So,
and why would he be mad at her? Because she took $30,000 when he's worth $100 million, and she took it not from him. She took it from them goofy ass niggas.
And he probably give her more than that just to have a busload of hoes come through.
Think about this though. If I don't
hoes cost, you know that.
If they don't get paid, one of them, which I don't want to say too much, will possibly say, "Hey, listen, James Harden was supposed to pay us. We did this on behalf of him." But since we didn't get paid, now we're going to put him out there. We're going to throw him up under the bus. Same thing with the Keefe D and Diddy situation. Never got his money. Guy ran off on it. Now, all of a sudden, Keefe D is saying Puffy the one who paid for the hit.
Yeah, see where
she wrote these tests at your house.
Correct.
Okay. And how do you know it was these specific tests that were written at your house?
Because we talked about it.
Okay. Did you express these feelings and she texted them for you? Is that what happened?
No.
Did you express any of these feelings she put in this initial text?
No.
So this initial text just came out of her own words and her own mind?
Correct.
Okay.
Put his pickup case.
Go ahead and mark. This is Exhibit 10.
The disposition.
Dog. Share your screen.
You see the gray boxes, the first 3 gray boxes on Exhibit 10?
Yeah.
You see where Molo wrote, "I want to sit both of y'all down and talk man to man, and we can do something for the inner city together as a team." He done so much though that you don't even know about. Don't judge him off just what you see. Did she try and get you and Moses sit down and talk about this?
No.
She never approached you and asked you, "Sit down, Moses, and let's work this out."
No.
She just made this up.
Correct.
So she was lying again.
That's wrong.
It's wrong. That's the second time she's been clearly wrong.
Correct.
Okay.
This is amazing, man. And the foolishness of these niggas grown, bro. These some grown ass men, bro. The foolishness of these niggas is
Hey,
killing me
Rule
right
Report,
now.
I'm gonna need you to go get your nephew, bro. I'm gonna need you to go get. I'm gonna need you to go get Neff, because that nigga is a YN, bro. That nigga is a YN. If I ever seen a YN, are you fucking serious, bro?
Hey, I'm an old nigga, bro, and even the old niggas. I mean, I'm an old nigga, right? But even when in our young nigga days, we wasn't that foolish, man. Like even our fools, even our young dummies wasn't dumb like this nigga, and this nigga's grown, man. Damn.
When you said Molo did something shady, is this the stuff that was shady that you were talking about?
No.
There's something else that was shady?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? What was it, nigga? You already telling. Tell it all.
Right.
Why would Molo, who's not your friend, write this aggressive text to Moses Malone Jr. the same day that he posted that Facebook post?
Object to the form.
I mean, I don't know. She doesn't have to be my friend to write a message.
But, I mean, she would. Well,
you're nigga. When your lawyer says object to the form,
I mean, shut the fuck up.
That means shut the fuck up, dumbass nigga. That don't mean keep on talking, nigga. When your lawyer's trying to help you, nigga. When he says object to the form, that means don't answer shit, and he's going to force him to reword the goddamn question, you dumbass nigga.
Like, don't put that in the recording, motherfucker. We recording right now, motherfucker. Don't put that in the recording. Just shut the fuck up.
Non-friend that was at your house at 11:41 p.m. wrote this message very aggressively to Moses Malone Jr. defending you.
Object to the form.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she was upset.
Why was she upset? She's not your friend.
You have to ask her. You have to ask her. I don't know.
You know how unreasonable this all sounds, right?
Object to the
Doesn't.
Don't argue with them.
Oh, the jury's going to see it to be unreasonable.
Object to the sidebar.
So at 11:41 p.m. on June 26th, you were at your house. That's right?
So
you just testified.
Sure that date.
Well, whenever that text was sent, you were at your house, correct?
Correct.
Okay. When was the last time you were at V Live before that evening?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So when was the next time you were at V Live after that text was sent?
Was it the next day or a few days after?
Okay. So let's fast forward. The next day you go to V Live, which is June 24th.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I can't remember if it was the next day or a few days after.
Okay. But shortly thereafter, you went to V Live, correct?
Sure.
And you would agree that you went to V Live the same day that Moses Malone Jr. was attacked, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that was the last day of your basketball camp. Is that correct?
I'm not sure if they were on the same day.
Well, let's look at your basketball camp was June 23rd, 24th, 2016, correct?
23rd, 24th.
2016, correct?
Doesn't say the date. I mean the year.
Well, it was if you look at the bottom of that post, what is it? The date that's on there? The one from Molo.
$2016.
So she's promoting on June 21st, 2016, your camp that's on June 23rd and 24th, 2016, correct? So the last day of your camp was June 24, 2016, correct?
Yes.
And then you go to V Live on the evening of June 24th or morning of June 25th, 2016, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let's talk about that night. What did you wear to your camp on June 24, 2016? You remember?
Camp attire.
What is camp attire?
Basketball shorts, my camp t-shirt, some sneakers.
Okay. What colors are they?
Red and white. White shirt. I wear red shorts.
So what's on? You were wearing exactly what's on this post that night?
I'm not sure exactly what, but it's a camp t-shirt and some shorts.
Okay.
Basketball shorts.
Okay. And did you have any events planned for after the camp on the 24th?
I can't remember.
Okay. Who would be the best person to remember that?
I'm not sure. So long ago.
What would help you remember what you did that night?
Nothing.
There's nothing in this world that would help you remember what you had planned that night.
No.
Okay. So when we go to trial in this case a few months from now, your answer's still gonna be you don't remember. Is that right?
I didn't have anything planned.
You didn't have anything planned?
No.
How do you know you didn't have anything planned?
Because I didn't.
You didn't have family and friends from California?
Yeah.
Okay.
For my camp.
They came down for your camp, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you didn't have anything planned for your friends and family after the camp on the 24th?
No, I can't remember.
You didn't get a party bus?
I got a party bus.
Okay. Where'd you get the party bus from?
I'm not sure the company.
Okay. Who paid for the party bus?
I did.
Okay. How did you pay for the party bus?
I can't remember.
Would you use your bank account or credit card?
Probably.
Okay. Do you remember which bank account or credit card you used?
No.
Okay. Well, at the time, which bank accounts did you have?
I have a lot of different bank accounts.
How many different bank accounts do you have?
3.
Okay. Do you how many credit cards do you have?
A few.
More than 3?
Yep.
Several.
More than 3?
Okay. More than 10?
No.
So you have between 3 and 10 credit cards. But you would have used your bank account or one of your credit cards to set up that party bus, right?
Yeah. Or if somebody else, if I couldn't get to it, somebody else set it up for me.
Okay. Did you guys go to a place called Ultra that night?
I don't remember.
You remember going to Ultra?
No.
Okay. If somebody
I don't think there's a place called Ultra.
or Ulta,
I don't think that's a place
no.
either.
Do you remember going? You don't remember anywhere you went before V Live that night?
No.
Okay. If somebody else testified you went to other places before V Live, you wouldn't dispute that, would you?
No.
Okay. Because were you at other places before you went to V Live that night?
I'm not sure where I was at.
Okay. But were you at somewhere else before you went to V Live that night?
I'm not sure.
Well, you had to be somewhere else before you went to V Live, right?
Objected to form.
Not necessarily.
You know, you had to be at home.
I could have been at home.
You could have been at the camp.
Correct.
You could have been at a club. Right? Do you remember where you were before you went to V Live?
No, I don't.
But if somebody remembers where you were before you went to V Live, you wouldn't have any reason to dispute where they told you you were.
Objected to form.
Would you?
No.
Okay. Because you can't remember, right?
Maybe where I was before.
Right. And you're not going to be able to remember at the time of trial where you were before V Live, are you?
No.
So if somebody else can remember
Objected
you
to
being
form.
somewhere else before V Live, then we can rely on that information.
I mean, I would say I wouldn't know.
Okay. About what time did you get to V Live on the 24th, or the evening of the 24th, morning of the 25th?
A little after 2.
Okay. Okay. Did you come in through the back or the front entrance?
I can remember.
Okay. How do you normally go into V Live?
Both ways.
Okay. Well, when do you decide to go through the front, or when did you decide to go to the back?
Just depends
Depends on what.
on the sections, how crowded it is, things like that.
Okay. Do you remember how crowded it was that night?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Do you have a normal section you sit in at VLive?
No.
You just sit in wherever they tell you to sit?
Yeah.
You don't sit next to the DJ booth regularly?
Sometimes.
Okay. Would you say that's your regular spot?
No. I mean, I sit different places every time I go.
Okay. Do you remember where you sat that night?
I can't remember.
Is there anything that will help you remember where you sat that night?
No.
Okay. So when we go to trial in this case, you're not going to remember another place that you sat. Then
Check,
I
you
don't
can't.
remember.
I'm going to instruct you not to answer the question of what are you going to remember at trial. You don't know what you're going to remember at trial.
Is there anything that I could present to you that would help you remember where you sat that night at VLive?
No.
Okay. Is there anything in the world that any information in the world that I could provide you that would help you remember where you sat that night at VLive?
No.
Okay. If DJ Eric clearly states where you sat that night at VLive, could we rely on DJ Eric?
Check to the form.
I mean, if Eric remembers,
then we can rely on Eric's testimony.
But I wouldn't rely on Eric. It's a long time ago.
But if DJ Eric clearly testifies he remembers where you sat that night at VLive, can we rely on that?
Object to the form.
I just told you. I don't remember.
This is my question.
Well, he can't answer that question.
Why not?
Because how can you say I will rely on somebody else when you don't know whether they're right?
Do you trust
or not?
DJ Eric?
Yeah.
Good job.
So if DJ Eric,
just because DJ Eric says something, I don't remember. How can you say that's for sure a fact?
because he remembers, he testifies, he remembers where you sat that night.
Object to the form.
Would you have any reason to dispute what DJ Eric says you sat that night?
No.
Okay. Were you with Molo that night?
Yeah, she was there.
Were you with James Lennox that night?
Yes, he was there.
Were you with Dion that night?
Who?
Dion.
Who was that?
You don't know Dion? Did Darian Blunt come and say hi to you in your section that night?
I'm not sure.
Did DJ Eric come say hi to you in your section that night?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Does DJ Eric normally come say hi to you when you're there at VLive?
If I'm sitting there by the DJ booth, he doesn't have to come because it's right there.
Okay. So if you're sitting at the DJ booth, then he probably says, "What's up?"
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. He normally does that, correct?
Yeah, if I'm sitting right there.
Okay. Does Darian Blunt normally come and say hi to you when you're at VLive?
Sometimes not.
Okay. So okay. So it can just be hit or miss with Darian.
Correct.
Okay. Does DJ Eric usually give you an acknowledgement or a shout out, if you will, when you go to VLive?
Sometimes.
Okay. Is it pretty normal if you're there to get a shout out?
Yeah, any club.
Okay. I mean, you're James Harden. You're the MVP of the NBA. It's not uncommon for you to be given a shout out when you go somewhere, right?
Correct.
All right. How much do you normally spend when you go to VLive?
I'm not sure.
Bankroll.
You pay? How do you pay?
Depends. Card, cash.
Do you normally carry cash when you go to VLive?
Sometimes.
Okay. How often do you carry cash when you go to VLive?
Depends.
What does it depend on?
Depending on if I have cash or not.
Do you ever go specifically get cash just to go to VLive?
No.
So it's whatever you have on you.
Correct.
How much do you normally carry on you in cash?
Just depends.
What's the most you normally carry on you?
I'm not sure.
Do you carry more than $5,000 on you
I have before.
when you go to VLive?
Yeah, I have before.
Okay. How often do you carry more than $5,000 with you?
I'm not sure.
Is it pretty often?
Sometimes.
Pretty regular?
I wouldn't say regular, but sometimes.
Okay. You don't have any rhyme or reason when you have $5,000 and when you don't have $5,000 cash on you?
No, it varies.
Okay. Just what you feel like? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you remember getting to V Live that night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Molo standing next to you, correct?
She was there.
Okay. She was with you on the party bus.
Yeah.
DJ Eric was with you on the party bus.
He came on to make sure the section was good.
Okay. What do you mean?
To confirm the section was good.
He came on the party bus to confirm the section was good?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Walk me through that.
Because before we get there, you want to make sure the section is good, so we're able to walk in with no problems and make sure the section is cleared out.
Oh, is there sometimes people that sit there and they got to make sure they get out of the way?
Sometimes they might want to move, sections. It just depends.
Is the section next to the DJ booth a pretty prime spot?
It just depends on, as a person, where you like to sit at.
Yeah. Is it a bigger area, that section?
The club is pretty big.
But I'm saying the
areas
table where the DJ booth is.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a few sections that are like that.
Okay.
Some aren't by the DJ booth.
Is the DJ booth or the table next to the DJ booth closer to the back door?
It's like in the middle of the club.
Okay. So it's high visibility area.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys got to V Live, did you park in the party bus in the back?
I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Was it in the front? You don't remember at all where it was?
No.
Okay. So DJ Eric comes on the bus, and he tells you the section's okay?
Yeah, we're clear.
Okay. And then does he walk you guys off the bus into the table?
We all walked in.
Where did you walk in from?
The bus.
I know, but where did you walk in from? Like, what did you walk through to get to the table?
I can't remember. I can't remember whether it was the front or the back.
Okay. Does DJ Eric normally go and get you to bring you into the club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So how many people were with you that night?
Over 15.
Okay. All right, so it's James Harden, Molo, James Lennox. Who else was with you on the party list?
I can't remember.
Other than you, Molo.
I gotta stop right here because I just had A Will 3099 show an ultimate level of support. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who tunes in, whether you contribute or not. Of course, if you contribute to the dog pound, to the channel, all it does is I swear to you, I take that money and I put it back into the craft of YouTube so that I can provide the best possible content I possibly can. So I thank you for the contribution, brother. We're gonna continue. Thank you very much.
Molo and James Lennox. You can't not remember anybody else that's on the
No.
party bus.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What time does your camp end on the 24th?
I believe 5 o'clock.
Okay. You remember the location of that camp on the 16th?
No, I don't remember the location.
Okay. Who would know where that location was?
Procats.
Okay, so pro camps would have that information.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys take photos of the camp that
kids?
year? Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there like a Facebook location or Instagram?
I'm not sure. Sure if you contact Procats, they can give you.
Okay. But I mean, that's pretty common when you have your camps. You take photos and.
Correct.
Okay. And you post some of the stuff on social media, some of the photos on social media. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if the camp ended at 5 p.m., would you have stayed in your camp clothes if you were going out that night?
No.
What would you have done normally?
Went home and showered.
Okay. So probably at 5 p.m. you went home and showered at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have people staying in your home that were from out of town?
Possibly.
Okay. Were they staying in the Royal Oaks home, or were they staying in the high rise next door over here?
Royal Oaks.
Okay. Because you have a place in both, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you stay at the high rise right here next door?
Often.
Is that your regular home, your residence, if you will?
No.
Is the Royal Oaks home your residence?
Both.
You just kind of go back and forth. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So at the time of the camp, you would have gone to the Royal Oaks home to go shower and get fixed up.
Correct.
Okay. And do you remember if you had an event at your house, like people over?
No.
No? After you showered and got ready, you have no idea where you went after that?
No.
The next thing you remember, you have a big blank, except other than the fact you went to V-Live.
Correct.
Makes sense. Did you drink that day after the camp?
I don't remember.
Do you normally drink when you go home and after the camp?
Nah, not normally.
Yeah. At the time, was there any medication you were taking that would affect your memory or your ability to know?
No.
Dog. Oh, yeah.
So let's go back to V Live. You walk in, you're at the table. What happens once you get to the table?
Having a good time.
How long were you there having a good time?
Can't remember the exact time. Say more than half an hour though.
So from the time you got to V Live, strike that. So you're having a good time for about half an hour. Then what happens?
Then you got people that work at V Live and police officers saying basically the club is over.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried to leave and go out the front door. They kind of escorted us towards the back door. Once we get towards the back door, there are a few police officers right there. They made us show our identification. We pull our identification out. Everybody that's with me, or everybody. Everyone shows their IDs. They have us wait a few more minutes, and then we're like, "You're free to go." So we're just all walked out and went to our cars. I went to the Sprinter, party bus, whatever you want to call it.
How long did the police keep you there?
Well, after we showed our IDs,
Uh-huh.
a few more minutes,
Okay.
2-3 minutes.
Did you know why the police showed up?
No,
You had no idea.
no,
They didn't tell you why they showed up.
no,
They didn't tell you why they were IDing you.
no,
Nobody no Molo, DJ Eric, nobody mentioned to you anything about
no.
why the police were there.
Nope.
Okay. When you were there for that half an hour before the police showed up, did DJ Eric make an announcement about Moses Malone Jr. over the DJ sound system?
No,
You didn't hear anything about Moses Malone being green lighted from here until the Beltway?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. It doesn't mean it wasn't said, you just didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it. Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. Has Molo ever provided you prostitutes?
No,
Did you and Molo have an intimate relationship?
You know what?
no.
Yeah. Don't answer any more questions about that. done enough of those kind of questions.
And listen, in nigga terms, did you ever hit that pussy?
Right, when you and Molo fucking.
Right.
And listen, hey, I knew he was gonna get ejected. I knew that was gonna be an objection on that. So I would have just said, fuck it. Did you ever fuck her? Did you ever hit that puss? We having fun here. Did you ever hit that puss?
His lawyer said we done, man.
In your monthly personal expenses, what is the largest amount you ever pay cash for?
Object. Don't answer that question. It's none of his business.
I absolutely have the right to that answer.
Really? Well, then get the order from the judge.
Okay, I'll get the order from the judge. Okay.
Damn.
What's your net worth?
Objection.
Hey. As a lawyer, I thought you were supposed to maintain your composure. This lawyer, Rusty is clearly aggravated.
Hey, Rusty tired because that motherfucker Harden won't shut the fuck up when he say shut the fuck up. He gotta step in. He gotta save the day. We gonna be in trouble, motherfucker.
When he says objection to form, that means you shut the fuck up and let him argue whether or not it's appropriate for you to answer that specific question. Now, you don't just keep on blurting out shit. This nigga is the worst client a nigga could ever want to have.
That nigga like, man, I'm about to charge you more because you done fucked this whole case up, bitch.
You a dumbass.
Don't answer that question.
Okay. Well, we got claims for exemplary damages. I'm entitled to that.
No, you're not getting those answers right now.
Okay. What banks do you bank with?
No, he don't.
Chase.
Hey, listen, for all my scammers, y'all heard what he said. Get them beans ready. You know what I'm saying? He banks with Chase. For all my niggas who be all my niggas who be jugging, finessing, Chase is a gold, man. James Harden say he banked with wink, Chase. Now, I'm not suggesting y'all. I'm not saying y'all do. I'm just saying this wink, nigga.
Right.
That's it, Chase? You said you had 3 bank accounts.
Chase. I got Amex.
What?
And
are you playing with me here, nigga? If I was
got
a lawyer,
all the easy shit.
Bro, if I was a lawyer, I'd be like, man, stop playing with me, you bitch ass nigga. I said bank account, bitch. I ain't said a motherfucking thing about what credit cards you get. I'm assuming you're a multi-millionaire that you have Amex, bitch. Dogface has Amex too. What are you talking about? You stupid ass bitch ass nigga. Y'all couldn't.
The other one's a business. My mom has it.
Cash app.
That not means something.
Does Molo have a reputation of being your lady?
Object. Don't answer that question. Get off that. You know, these are really offensive questions and they're none of your business, any of it.
They are completely my business. Damon Cobb, the owner of eLife, said she was.
Pardon me?
Damon Cobb, the owner of eLife, said she was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I mean, I just wanted to make sure
it goes to foundation, Rusty. What the fuck are you talking about, Rusty? What the fuck are you talking about?
Rusty said, "Oh, really?"
What? Yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
You know, show how your client is.
No, she's not my lady.
She's not your lady? Okay.
No.
I'm done with her. She played me.
He might have been hitting that.
Man, you know he was, man. Shit. He getting that escort money and that direct money. You know, come on, man. Everybody want to fucking madam, you know that.
And at this point, he realizes that he done fucked up. Is it safe to say?
That's the face he making.
And at this point, you realize that you done fucked up. Is this what we going with?
Him and Molo might have been fucking though. I think when we hear Molo's deposition, we might find something out.
Hey, watch this. This is the most. I have never had a more appropriate moment to play this.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did?
Boy, you are the dumbest nigga in the world.
Hey, cold-blooded dummy.
How well do you know DC Cobb? Or Damon Cobb? Or Damon Cobb?
Who's that?
The owner of VLive.
I don't know him.
You don't know him at all?
No.
You don't have his cell phone
No.
his cell phone in your cell phone? Oh, sorry, his phone number in your cell phone?
No.
What's the chances of this nigga being an NBA All-Star who has grossed $100 million, and he comes into your club and
you don't know,
and you don't know him, you never met him, he hasn't presented himself to you?
He definitely would introduce himself to him like, "Hey, I'm the owner. You know, whatever you need, let me know.
Hey,
let
whatever
me know when
you
come,
need,
and I got you. Yeah,
hey, I got Momo on your ass, so you ain't got no. Hey, I got Momo on your ass, so you good."
Listen, we almost done with this, but let me ask you, under what circumstances do you guys own a strip club and NBA player of his ilk frequents your strip club and you never ever introduce yourself to him? And he's an all-star caliber NBA player for the city you live in and operate in.
Hey, that's the part I'm talking about. Where
That's
the
a
answer.
question. What's the chances?
There's no
0 to
chances.
9. 0 to 9.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, with this integration I'm talking about, it is better for him to say something foolish that's not in accordance with or in line with what that federal agent. I gotta say something that's just stupid before I just go to admit any motherfucking thing. That's the only motherfucking thing he's standing on, because he sounds dumb as a motherfucker. Yes,
There's a reason why he was told to say he don't know him. But like
Yeah.
Dog said, if I own a strip club and the NBA star is in my establishment, I'm gonna go up to him personally and say, "Hey, this is my name, whatever. This is my club. If you need anything, I got you. You know what I mean? Anytime you want to come back, here go my card. Call me before you come. I'm gonna set you up before you even get here. We'll let you in the back door."
With the incident with the girl in Arizona, what happened there?
What do you mean?
What happened? She's saying that she
I'm
allegedly
going
threw
to
her cell
instruct
phone.
him not to answer any questions about that. She made a complaint and it's being investigated in Arizona.
Is the incident in the NBA between the Rockets and the Clippers that occurred last year, is that still under investigation?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
At this point, doesn't he wish that glass was filled with 1942 or Tito's or Don Julio Reposado?
Were you part of that investigation?
No.
They didn't investigate you?
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. So just to confirm, we have an AT&T. We have two phone numbers with an AT&T service. One's a California, and one's a Houston number. And you had both those numbers at the time Moses Malone Jr. got attacked.
Correct.
Okay. Do you know John Thomas?
No.
You never heard of John Thomas?
Mm.
Okay. So,
Can you give him a hint?
excuse me?
Can you give him a hint as to who he is?
I don't know how to give him a hint if he doesn't know who he is. Friends with Moses Malone Jr.
No.
Security guard. Friends with Big Tony.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you know Jade Calloway?
No.
Okay. You only know that one Jade in that photo, right? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know any other Jades?
Like personally, no.
Do you know any other Jades impersonally?
Yeah.
Through what? Through how?
Girls.
What do you mean girls?
Just meeting them.
Excuse me?
Meeting them.
Oh, you mean you've met girls just randomly, they're named Jade?
Correct.
Okay. But the only Jade that you actually know is the one in the face in the vacation photo at Turks?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know her last name?
Robertson.
Robertson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just have a few more things. Let me go through my notes and then maybe we can wrap this up, okay? Yeah, please.
The time is 3:31 p.m. We're off the record.
All right.
Time is 3:39 p.m. We're back on the record.
Do you know how often
Let's share your screen, dog.
Molo and Moses Malone Jr. would communicate, if at all?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, you don't have any information on
No.
that. How about Moses Malone Jr. and DJ Eric?
I don't know.
You know anything about that?
No.
Okay. And Rusty, I want to be clear on this. Are you just instructing him not to answer on the Arizona question, or is he pleading
On the
the
what?
fifth on the Arizona questioning I had?
Yeah, just
Based
about
on what?
you know, you can put in your ad, is it true that somebody has alleged X? And he can say they alleged it, but I'm not going to have him go into the facts.
This Arizona incident.
But there is, to our knowledge, there's not a lawsuit. Okay,
Okay.
there's just an investigation.
Okay. In this Arizona incident, who's investigating this Arizona incident, to your knowledge?
Honestly, I don't even know.
I don't know that he knows. I haven't
Okay.
discussed it with him.
Okay. Have you seen Moses Malone Jr. at V Live before?
No,
You've never seen Moses Malone Jr. at V Live before?
I've never seen him.
Okay. You've never met Moses Malone Jr. before?
No.
Not even in passing or anything like that?
No.
You've never emailed, text message, or communicated with Moses Malone Jr. before?
No.
The only interaction that you and Moses Malone Jr. have ever had, if we can call it interaction, is that Facebook post that he made.
Yeah. I don't know if you would call that an interaction.
That's what I'm saying. But that's if you could classify that as
The only
interaction.
time I've ever heard him mention my name was that post.
That's the only time.
Correct.
And you've never posted about him or communicated with him with anybody before.
No.
Okay. So you're telling me, and the ladies and gentlemen of the jury here today, that it's just pure coincidence that Moses Malone Jr. got attacked a day after that Facebook post went up?
Object to the form.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no further questions. I pass the witness.
Okay.
This is the end of the deposition. The
Thank
time is 3:42 p.m. We're off the record.
I'm gonna keep my ass up out of V Live. They said
Hey, he happy to get the fuck out of there.
allegedly.
I need people to like, share, subscribe to this. Have at it. I'm not.
My thing is this with it.
Did
Just
you take
listen
notes?
to the. Yeah, I definitely took notes.
Okay.
So my thing is this with the whole entire deposition. This part and part two, right? I'm trying to figure out how things went to the point where, you know, he had to appeal a couple of decisions on this situation based off of James Hardens' answers, as well as what Molo was saying, because it's not like a criminal case where you got to prove without a shadow of a doubt. Civil suits aren't like that. So I'm just trying to figure out with the way that he answered these line of line of questioning. Maybe when he on the stand, he kind of answered a little better. But if this is how he performed in the courtroom, I'm scratching my head as to how Moses Malone didn't get paid. I'm also interested in hearing Molo's her deposition. I want to hear that. I want to hear what she had to say and what questions that they actually asked her.
We have that coming. We have Moses Malone Jr.'s video deposition, and we have Molo's video deposition coming.
Man, that's heat.
Give me your break down what we just witnessed, because it's some hell of a shit. I don't want, because I'm long-winded, man. So can you guys please tell me what in the fuck that was?
Man, that's just so self-explanatory. It just basically he went in there with basic instructions from his lawyer to know some shit. When I say shut the fuck up, and he didn't shut up. I think for real that lawyer, and I ain't saying he good or bad, but he's not connected with his client enough to where the trust factor has been established. Because most people who really believe, like if it was Todd Perkins and he say Dawgface don't answer that, you ain't saying that, and you want to talk some shit if it's some shit to talk about. But if Todd Perkins say we ain't answering that, hey, even Dawgface gonna shut the fuck up on that. So for him not to be able to shut the fuck up, it's like he don't have no respect for that attorney. Like he damn near acting like he think he the attorney, like he damn near smart as that motherfucker. I can answer this, so just shut the fuck up for me. Let me answer this. He just like, man. But then, and that's what interrogations do. They challenge your mental endurance, and that's what them federal agents is good at. They good at being lawyers in lawyer mode for long periods of time.
This was a deposition,
civil case.
This is a civil case. Yeah. This is a deposition. So basically,
so who trying to get some money?
Moses Malone actually was suing him over the actual robbery, and they jumped him and they assaulted him, right?
Yeah, I know.
So
that
this
part.
is the deposition. This is the deposition leading up to the civil suit. So basically, in this civil suit, there's two lawyers.
Moses wants some bread.
Yeah, these is two lawyers having a conversation in a spat with each other. Now, one thing I can say about James Hardens' lawyer, he was on point. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, when it was too much, he cut the other attorney off. But in those situations, if you're not sure about answering a question, your attorney is sitting right there. There's no judge, no nothing, no press, nobody's inside of you. I mean, they named everybody that was gonna be there. It was his attorney, it was the people representing Moses Malone. Moses Malone had about like four attorneys in there representing him, because they trying to get this bag. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna look towards my lawyer before I answer some of these dumbass questions that James Harden was answering. And if I'm looking at my lawyer going to flat out tell him, like, hey, he's not answering that. Like, there's no way that I should be in here answering some of the shit that he just answered, because you put your foot in your mouth. No, I didn't send the text messages. No, it wasn't me that said this. Yes, it sounded like two different people. But then after you say that, then it's like, well, where were you at? Oh, we was there together. Okay.
You had to answer that, did he?
Nah, y'all was at your house, huh? Yeah, I was at my house when all of this happened. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Salute to Will, Will 3099. I think y'all was just over in Bro's chat too. Let me see. But yeah, that's what my thing is. He answered a lot of stuff that I feel like he could have talked to his attorney about before he answered it. Because fortunately for him, it didn't result in him losing the lawsuit. But if we looking at it right now and we didn't know the outcome of the lawsuit, we would guess that he probably had to end up paying some motherfucking money based off of them answers that he gave up. And keep in mind, these depositions can end up being used in criminal court too. We seen the same thing happen with Bill Cosby. They took his depositions, and used those against him when they finally cracked down on him as well. So,
OJ too, right?
They might have,
Yeah, they popped OJ with a civil. Yeah, they popped him with a civil right after that. He got found out guilty.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm interested in seeing the next one. I mean, I appreciate that $50 super chat too, man. Shit, pay some of these damn bills around this motherfucker. Pay that cake, that internet bill.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I should be down to 200 every month. Shit.
Dog, come on, man. We ready. What's your assessment of this?
I don't know, man.
Part
He's trying to be good.
43
He's struggling.
minutes.
He's trying to be good, but he's struggling, man.
Dog. And you gotta go ahead and say off the back. Both times we heard this conversation off the back, Molo's name was at the forefront of both of these videos. Our dog might be busy right now, but yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think that there was some type of relationship possibly between Molo. We know that he's downplaying it. You know what I mean? Underdog, he's downplaying the friendship because we clearly heard him say that she was. I mean, you ain't just taking just anybody to Turks and Caicos. Come on now,
man. Hey, listen, man. We got a rule, bro. You know, like you don't bring anybody around your immediate family, like your mama, your kids. No, don't nobody do that shit, bro. So you already know if she around the mama, that's like mama. Basically, this is my new chick right here. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And the mama must have approved of her enough to where, okay, let's go. Let's go do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you ain't just taking just any woman around your mom. I mean, like, you ain't your everyday or my little side piece. You ain't doing that unless she know the family or something like that.
Hey, for all we know, the mama and the goddamn Momo drag his punk ass along. Let's go. We go to Caicos, nigga.
But at the end of the day,
she might be cool with the mama.
Right. So that's what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, I believe that something was said in the other deposition or another deposition, maybe the owner or whatever, that made the lawyer ask that question. The lawyer definitely said that somebody else referred to Molo as his woman. We know what Moses Malone said the relationship was based upon.
The owner of that V-Live said that shit.
Right. So
and then he worked hand in hand with Momo because she bring the girls not just for James, you know what I'm saying, not just for Moses. That's what she do. She compliment the club with bad bitches. It's just that simple. They come through that mug, that's the spill right there.
I know when they asked him again, like, is this what you mean by, Molo being shady or whatever? He said no. And you know what? I believed his answer. Whatever she did,
he way worse than that shit.
Yeah, because his facial expression gave it up.
He's like, that ain't shit. Hell no.
That she did something.
That shit, other shit she did, I want to kill that bitch for that. That's how he was looking.
Something. He pissed off at Molo.
He mad about that shit, yo.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so man, I think that I think we did good with this right here, man. This conversation is taking off. Like, academics that picked it up. Vlad been posting about it. Dog sent me a post from another blogger that another clipper that I wasn't even familiar with. So this thing is definitely gonna take off, man, at this particular time. And I mean, it's still more to be talked about with Moses Malone Jr. at some point as well. Once we get through with all of this stuff, what I'm gonna say is this: Moses Malone Jr. laid it out for us. He gave us everything that happened from A to Z, right? Just off James Hardens' deposition alone, I'm gonna say that a lot of the stuff that that he said associated with James Harden and surrounding Molo and DJ Eric, is that his name, and all of those type of things, even about the V-Live situation, a lot of that stuff came out in his deposition. I didn't see people say that he lying or he's this or he's that, but I mean, y'all just listen to the deposition yourself, and I'm talking to the audience. They listen to it for themselves, and if y'all watch the Moses Malone interview, y'all see that a lot of the stuff he said was talked about in this deposition.
So one of the main people who were mentioned in this deposition was a guy named Darian Blount, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Darian Blount, according to Moses Malone Jr., was the person who who orchestrated the assault on Moses, according to Moses, right?
Right.
I forgot that a little over 2 years ago, my homie OG Freeze interviewed Darian Blount about the BG situation when WAC 100 was calling BG a snitch about the shit that happened between BG, Blount, and Kentrell Williams, Big Trail.
Mm-hmm.
And in this telephone interview with Blount, he mentions the situation and he mentions details about him being locked up for James Harden. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
Okay, so watch this. We're gonna back it up for a minute. Here you go. Hold on, because we want to make sure that we get this right. Hold on. Here you go. Make sure who we talking about.
Buying blunt. An inmate at Terrell Unit. This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring. To accept this call, press 1. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hello?
What's going on with you, dog? This Freeze, man.
What's up with the Freeze?
What's up with it, man? I know you hearing about this craziness that's going on out here. They got your name down here, I doubt. Yeah. So I want to give you the opportunity to go and straighten that up. And goddamn, we're going to go with it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because here, everybody done made their own little side. They done made their own little story up. You feel me? Like, so niggas just want some night. But shit, who gun is it? Who gun was it?
So he's finna interview Darian Blount about the BG gun situation with Big Trail, Kentrell Williams. The thing that happened that people are saying that BG went to the grand jury and locked Big Trail into that gun case that he was trying to get out of after he originally acknowledged that he would take the case for BG and for Darian Blount. He tried to get back and he was robbed of the opportunity for getting back because BG and Darian Blount went to the grand jury and locked him in and said the gun was his. So that's who we talked about right here. This is the same Blount who Moses Malone Jr. says orchestrated the assault of him on behalf of James Harden Jr. at V-Live in Houston. So that was just to establish who we were at the beginning of the interview, right? And that was with OG Freeze, Free My Man, OG Freeze. So right here, so it's 6 minutes, we're 6 minutes into this whole thing where he's talking about the whole BG gun case thing. So at about 6:38 to 6:48, he mentions the situation of why he's locked up. Here it is.
Hey, man, but one thing about me, I don't give a fuck who it is, Free. And if my mama do some motherfucking ratting or talking to them people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fuck with her.
Right.
You know, I'm down here with 35 bags in the fourth quarter right now. Not because of no shit I did, but because I wouldn't tell on a nigga that I don't fuck with.
Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
He said, this is Darian Blount, the same Blount who's being accused by Moses Malone Jr. And he says, I'm down here doing 35 for a nigga I don't even fuck with. Referencing James Harden.
Mm. $35. A 35 piece, nigga. Sheesh.
We got a special guest finna tap in right now. Just give me 1 second. He's finna tap in.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all see what we doing, man. Hey, take this time out, man. If y'all haven't already, man, go to Instagram and follow Underdog. Matter of fact, on my platform, I'm gonna go to Instagram and I'm gonna show his page. We got Moses Malone Jr. Make sure y'all go follow his page though, over there, Underdog TV. Ain't that am I right, Underdog?
Underdog TV _ podcast.
We have a special guest in the building. Mr. Moses Malone Jr. is back with us. Hey, Mo, guess what? We just finished part 2 of James Hardens' video deposition as it specifically relates to the civil suit that you filed against him. He said in a deposition after, I think, was he the last one to be deposed?
Yes, he was.
Because they referenced Molo and they referenced DJ Eric, things that they had already said under oath. So listen.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. So listen, I got a couple of questions for you. I know the gentlemen do too. One of the striking things that made me didn't fall out of my chair is when they said, would you be surprised if we told you that Molo has already testified under oath that you were the one who sent that seemingly threatening text message to Moses Malone Jr. from her phone?
Yes. She did. She said quite a lot. I mean, she says she sent the text message, or he sent the text message. She watched him type it at his house, and then he says pretty much she did it. Put it on her. So somebody's obviously lying, right?
Hold on. So so I have the written deposition. I have the transcript of the deposition, but I don't have the video. I don't have Molo's video deposition. Okay. Are you telling me here and now that in her deposition, which happened before James Hardens' deposition, are you saying you said that she said what about that text message that came to you?
She said that she watched him type it at his house. She confirmed that he was upset about the message that he saw. About the Facebook post. They allegedly had a conversation about it or something of the sort. And then she says that she watched him type that text message. And what's glaring about that text message, dog, and you guys, is that after the initial text message, first text message, the second text message came, and she confirms it, says, "You know who that is." So basically, it's like he gave her back the phone, and she texted me back, "You know who that is." And then me and her started the dialogue for about, I would say, another 10, 15 messages. And I've posted those, and I know you have them too. Let me tell you like this, man. So before James and their biggest problem, and I see a lot of chatter in the comments and people like, man, and I just want to get to this. Man, this stuff has happened 9 years ago, whatever they're saying, right? The incident happened about that time, but that deposition took place in 2018. Now, James Harden had a chance to settle the case before he took the deposition. And 30 days before the deposition came, his lawyer came back and they pretty much lied and said, we're going to go back and talk to all the Houston Rockets and all our endorsement people about this, and we'll get back to you. Instead of him wanting to settle the case, he decided to do the deposition. And to what you're going to be surprised about is that the prosecutors in Darius Blunt's case, when they found out that he was going to do a deposition, they literally could not believe it. They were laughing. They're like, unbelievable. He can't be that stupid. Because what people have to understand is that a civil case, this is a criminal matter. There's 3 people that went to jail. Okay, one is doing 35 years in jail. And what people have to understand is that if you have a preponderance of criminal stuff going on, and it's maybe a little organized, you have people doing this for you, people doing that, and you're committing crimes, ordering hits, then other people take notice and want that case, right? And I've explained to people, and I've said this in plenty of interviews, so it's not anything new I'm saying, because I'm telling the truth. October 16th, 2018, at one of the guys' trials. His name's Gvng. What occurred in the trial was that Gvng was in trial, and I was in the hotel room, and I had somebody inside watching the trial for me. Okay, and they called me and said, "Hey Mo, I don't know what's going on, but the feds are in the courtroom." And I was like, "What do you mean the feds are in the courtroom?" He's like, "The other guy that was going to get, the other guy that was going to got called to testify. He was going to testify on behalf of Gvng. He was not cooperating or whatever. I guess he was going to be a witness for him. He was already in jail and pled out to like 5 years. When he came in the courtroom, from my understanding, is he had a body language looking at his boy like, this. He gets on the stand. And before the thing starts, he says the attorney asked him questions. He's like, "I can't answer the question. I have to plead the fifth." And he said, and they were like, "Well, why are you pleading the fifth?" I asked him. He said, "Because the federal government warned me that if I testify at this trial, that they might charge me with obstruction of justice." And the judge looked at the attorney, and there was, I guess, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was an agent, U.S. attorney, assistant attorney. They stood up in the crowd, rose their hand, and said, "Yes, if this person, who I was not going to mention his name, that pled out, testifies, then he's facing obstruction of justice charges." So after that occurred, and I've told this story plenty of times, I was in a hotel room. My friends calling me, and I'm kind of like nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Man, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean the feds are in my trial?" He's like, "No, I'm telling you, bro. They like stood up." So I'm like a little nervous, right? So I go downstairs to my hotel to leave because he was waiting for me in the lobby to pick me up. And when I came up, that's when two agents approached me. And the first thing that they asked me about was this situation. This is what they asked me about. Now, like I've told everybody else a long time ago, and I've been stated and I stand by that. Whatever they were asking me about people I don't know, I'm not gonna tell them about certain things. And I just want to get this straight. I've never spoken to Rap a Lot. I've never spoken about Rap a Lot, anybody, to any police agency. Never. I just want to make that very clear. They can think I'm lying. I'm telling the truth. Because I had no idea about what I knew now than what I knew then. So only thing that bothered me about them was I was trying to figure out why they were at Darian Blunt's trial. Everybody from Rap a Lot showed up at his trial to support him because they weren't supporting me. So I was just always trying to figure out why that was. And then I kept hearing things. So back to the story, I just wanted to clear that up so people can understand what I'm saying. And they asked me about whatever, the situation. I told them. And when they asked me about other people, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you about people that's never harmed me or never done anything to me." And I'll be very honest and make it clear. I want to make this honest and very clear that I straight up told them, whatever you want to know about DJ Eric, Molo, and James Harden, I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know. And I want people to understand something, and they could be whatever. This is past money, man. I mean business.
Hey, watch this,
All
Mo.
right.
Hey,
I'm just telling.
Hold on 1 second, Mo. Watch this. I'm gonna put something up. Don't say anything. So this is one of Whack 100's spies here. He's trying to inject himself into this conversation that he has no place in. So he sent this person to ask this question. Whack said on No Jumper today about the phone calls, I'm assuming with Charleston White, that you knew you were being recorded. Don't answer that. We don't answer. If Whack wants to interview you, if he wants to talk to you, he can talk to you on his own. But this is not a platform for him to solicit or for him to send one of his minions. So back to what you were saying, because we're discussing matters of great importance here. So back to what you were saying.
That's false, first off.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna go back to the.
So that's false. Everybody or whatever, that's false. But okay, make it up. What was I back to? I say now?
Yeah, not that bullshit. You just talking about how people from Houston think that. I mean, you basically say, hey, listen, I have a problem with who I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with everybody in total. And you were saying that, hey, I didn't know what I know now about Rap-A-Lot's involvement in terms of them supporting Darian Blunt. I have a question to ask you about. So when you heard the interview that Blunt did 2 years ago at OG Freeze, where he basically admitted that he was doing time for someone else, the only someone else it could be would be James Harden, right? So when you are you just because Freeze is my guy, I introduced.
I mean, put it like Blunt, man. Blunt has sent me messages.
I have a better question. Why are people in Houston covering up the fact that Darian Blunt is a motherfucking snitch?
Because they have to keep a narrative going. Because of course I'm not from the streets, man. I'm not on their side. They know that. I mean, this goes back all the way just of being who I am. They're never gonna support me. I get that. I've had to deal with hating black people my whole life. So I understand that. I have friends that are good people. But it's the bad people that probably don't like me. I understand. I get it. It's like the bad guys versus the good guys, right? Somebody don't like the bad guys, somebody don't like the good guys. That's how this goes in situations like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and I just want to tell the truth like I've been doing from the jump. Because the things that I'm saying is the truth. It's not, I don't have anything to lie, I don't have anything to gain. I've heard everything from saying that this was a money grab, this was that. That's not the case at all.
Let me just say this, right? I'm just gonna make an observation, and then the other guys can tap in too. Doesn't seem like a money grab to me. It seems like a person who feels like that he was wronged, and a person who is seeking retribution for the wrong that happened to him. That's one. Number two, I have a blaring question, because this deposition was in 2018, right? 19, 18?
18, 19, 1 and 2.
Okay, so listen. So James Harden is still a star in the NBA. It's hard for me to imagine, and I'm going to preamble my question with this. It's hard for me to imagine that I'm the first person, or that we are the first persons who you provided these video depositions, text messages, and other forms of information. It's hard for me to, am I the first person that you have supplied? Because I'm asking you this question because I sent this to academics. I sent this to Vlad, and they picked it up immediately. So, and they picked it up and they ran with it, and the response to it on both of their platforms is tremendous. So, did you bless me with being the first person to drop this stuff?
Definitely you're not the first person to have the deposition transcripts. But you are the first person to have the videos. That's the truth. But I did send a file. Now, right. I have friends that I've sent it to that they saw the video when I first sent it to them. The first time I've watched James Harden on his deposition was this shit right here. I've always read his shit on paperwork. Okay. So I've sent the file to people before. Yes. Quite a few people covered this. I mean, when it first began. Right. But then, of course, being in Houston, there was news reporters that were threatened that I know about. They were threatened to have their access taken from the Rockets games and stuff like that to cover the case up, which was their plan from the jump. That was their plan from the jump, dog, to cover everything up. You know what I'm saying? And cheat to think they win.
Rule report.
My assessment of his, and I was talking to Dawg about this earlier. My assessment of this deposition was that by the way that James Harden, conducted himself in a deposition, it was just hard for me to see how he ended up, wiggling out of this. And I know there was some other circumstances as to why you didn't refile one of the appeals. But even to get to the point where you have to appeal, it seems like if I had to base what he said in the deposition off of how I thought the outcome of the civil suit would have went, I would have thought that he would have actually lost. What really happened in the civil suit that kind of gave him wiggle?
So that's what happened. Of course, I already told you about the demand for settlement. Then he did the depositions. And probably, COVID came. I forgot when that was. So things were delayed in court. There was no court going on for, what was that, 19, 20, 21 or something like that. There was really no court going on. So the case was kind of stagnant for 2 to 3 years during that time. I want to say around that. Then on the 21st, James, I want to say around the 21, he filed something called a summary judgment, where the judge basically goes to court and he gets to decide if there's enough evidence to go to a trial. Now, if people know anything between civil and criminal, the civil case, you just need a preponderance of evidence, 50%. You don't need 98%, 99% like a criminal trial for conviction. And you've seen everybody go to trial. So basically when the summary judgment hearing came up, my attorneys met. I didn't go, James did attend. My attorney comes back. I'm wondering at the end of the day what the decision is going to be. And he's like, the judge just said he's just really thinking hard about it. Like he wasn't wanting to do it.
All right, he fell out, but yeah, he's right.
Hello?
There you go. Go ahead. Yeah,
can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, he's breaking down that summary judgment. In a summary judgment, a judge, and I just looked it up, a judge can make a decision without going to a full trial. But go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So make a long story short, probably 45 days later, I get this urgent call from my attorney. He's like, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, the judge just threw your case out. He's like, and then we went in front of him for the summary judgment 45 days ago. Like, I'm trying to figure out why it took so long. That's just unheard of. I've never heard of that. Okay. So he's like, well, we're just going to fucking appeal the case next week. I'm going to go file appeal. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, he's wondering because he's like, he's never seen anything like this with all the lies, testimonies, and the depositions. For it to get a chance to never go to trial, it said something. Okay. So then he says quite a bit of politics had been involved in this case, which if anybody knows what that means corruption. That's the sign of corruption. Why would politics be involved in the case, right or wrong?
Right.
Shouldn't be involved. So it goes to, a few years later, I mean, maybe in a year later, 2022, 23, around that time. Well, let's say 23, 24, around that time. It goes to appeal, and he's like, yeah, it's finally hit down in the appeal panel. There's 4 judges, or I believe there's 3 judges. I'm sorry. There's 3 judges that look at it to see what errors were done by that judge to just give a summary judgment or whatever the case is, right? So the judge, whose name was Richard Hightower, and the first judge name was Mike Engelhardt, okay? He wrote the opinion, which means he's the lead judge on the case. The panel, each time, there's 9 judges. Each time the panel, they get a different 3 judges get to see the case. So my attorney said that it went through 3 different panels, but he stayed on. Hightower stayed on every single panel, every time. Usually it's 3 different judges, but he made sure he stayed on to that case. And then they threw it out. Now, I'm about to go to file another appeal, okay? And then, I don't want to say who, but somebody shows up and tells me, Moses, I don't think you should keep throwing money at this case because we believe that your case was corrupted. Now, we go from there, right? I think people should be smart enough to fill in the blank. You know what I mean? So I just think that a lot of people think that this is game. They think that this shit is over with. They think it's over with. If James Harden is still committing crimes after the fact of what he's done to me and everything else, and he's been asked about in 2018, here we are 2026, what makes anybody think that he's bigger than the law? What makes anybody think that he stands out in front of any black man with money that's been to jail or prison? I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dive into it. But I wish, and I want to tell, and I'm sorry I'm taking the stage like this, but I want to tell the people, of Houston that it didn't have to come to this. If James Harden was upset about a Facebook post or Instagram post, he could have came to me. He knows plenty of people in the NBA, just like I do, from players to coaches to executives. We could have sat down like men. I could have said what I said. He said what he said. I probably would apologize to him if he was upset. And I probably shook hands and went on about my way. Because I can reason with people. I don't have anger issues. Now, when he did what he's done and other people did what they did, now, not that you're just playing with my name, you're playing with my dad's legacy. You're playing with everything he's done in Houston.
I got a question. I have several questions for you, if I may. Because when I talk to you, I like to try to get as much substance out of you as possible. So if I may, I want to just shoot some questions at you. So based on deposition, they said that. So there was questions about whether James was intimate with Molo, whether they in a relationship. Because the thing that we found strange is that he said that they were not friends; they were just business acquaintances, and he just used her for. They did mention the ladies in there, right? But they mentioned the fact that he took her on trips with his mom to out of the country, passport trips, right? And I find it hard to believe that an NBA player of his magnitude would have somebody who he doesn't label as a friend around his mother and his other family members. What do you know about the relationship outside of what we know, what was commonly known about them?
Man, they were, they doing a lot of freaky things over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it to you like that. They doing a lot of freaky things over there.
Was it a Diddy party?
Huh?
Was it a Diddy party?
Yeah, they having a little, those type of parties going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And Mogo liked the women too. You know what I'm saying? But she liked the guys too. You feel me? So at the same time, all that line that they doing is just retarded because there's a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. There's a lot of people that talk their business. I'm gonna tell you like this: the girl Mogo, people in Houston, so James will act like they're friends, but Mogo just wants money out of James. She's not James. James thought they were friends. They're only friends for her benefit. Everything that she's done in life, like she says she owns all this stuff, tell her to show the deed with her name on it or the LLCs with the name on it. Because it ain't hers, she's a front man. Okay? But everything that she got in life was because of James. And she stole the money to get started around the boutique. But he had to go back to her. When he realized that it was real, he had to go get Mogo back under his wings because he knew she was going to tell on him. He knew that already, so he had to get back with her. Okay? But he had cut her off before. He cut her off when he found out she took that 30,000. Then when it got real for him, then he got her back up under him. But she makes everything she does was based off him. Everything. Dollars, whatever, money, strip club, whatever they have going on, she's latched on. She was in them pockets. And that's a for sure thing. So, you know, I for them to testify that, dog, I think the whole city of Houston is like, wow. Literally. See, Houston is a big city, but it's small. Everybody goes to the same club. So we all know each other. Right? So everybody knows Molo's role because she lets it be known. She goes around and tells other people James' prices of what he likes to pay and laughs about it behind his back. And sometimes doesn't even pay the girls. She'll finesse the girls out the money. This is what she does.
We had that question the other day. We had the question when we doing after the first, before we even knew that she had provided testimony against him. So how does the city of Houston, if you know, how they do the city of Houston? Does the city of Houston? Does the Houstonians know? Is Molo's deposition public, or has the public heard it, or no?
No, they haven't. But I've posted the paperwork many times, but we both know niggas don't like to read. And they don't want to read. Like even with Blunt, I posted his paperwork before niggas was posting paperwork in 2016 when I found that shit, and them niggas looked past it. They act like they didn't know, like it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? But even Molo, she knows what she's told. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all see the deposition? This bitch said that she was going to call acted like she was going to call the police on me, bro, about a Facebook post because I was getting in on their ass, right? And she said, oh, I was going to file a police report. And then she starts all this crying and boo-hooing and crying and shit in the deposition. Now, here's the best thing about the deposition. If James Harden isn't friends with Molo, why did Rusty Hardens and associates represent her in the deposition? Because she couldn't afford no attorney, she said.
Hey Mo, all of this over a Facebook post where you criticized him about what he was charging for his basketball camp.
That would be the weirdest thing if you really didn't know me, right? Like you say, you don't know me, never see me in V Live, you never this, you never that. It's another lie. And see, when you get the testimony, if you know, we'll see the video soon, but you know, you see the video. What does Molo say in there? She said that Moses Malone and James Harden were best friends. They used to buy drinks with each other. They used to hang out with each other. But me and him testified that I've only seen him in passing. Maybe spoke a few times, one or two times, walked by, but it was nothing more than, hey, what's up, James, or something like that. Nothing more. I've never had a conversation with this man.
So there are inconsistencies in Molo's under oath testimony during her disposition that there are inconsistencies because you never parlayed with James.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell people this. The biggest problem that they have is that, okay, in the testimony, in the trial and deposition of DJ Eric and Molo, DJ Eric and Molo say that when their FaceTime call came in, DJ Eric says in his testimony that James picked it up. Now remember, I identified DJ Eric on the scene with his phone, which I thought was recording, but he was on FaceTime while the incident was going on. Okay. DJ Eric testifies under oath in criminal trial and civil trial that when James picked up the phone, which was Molo's phone, they were on a party bus and he was telling them to come to the back door of the club. That's what he said, right? But Molo, before the trial, in her interview with the DA, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. With her interview with the DA, Brittany Cooper, who is now a United States attorney, right? She told Brittany Cooper that when the FaceTime call came in, they was inside the club. James Harden took her phone to the back of the kitchen area for 5 to 10 minutes during the incident. This is the FaceTime call that DJ Eric had. There is a witness that came forward that witnessed James Harden in the kitchen watching it. I'm not going to say who they are, but there is a witness that saw him watching it go down on the tape, watching it go down. Okay. So when Molo comes back to trial the next day, her and DJ Eric must have got together and had a conversation, and they changed their stories to match, to say that they were on the party bus and he was telling them to come through the back door. Well, the lawyers asked Molo and DJ Eric, what time did this happen at? They said it was about 2, they told them what time the FaceTime call was, right? And they, it was like at 2:32, 2:36 or something like that. 2:32, I believe. That's the time the Facebook call was. DJ Eric says they were telling them to come through the back door, which isn't true, because they asked DJ Eric and Molo, how long were y'all partying before the police officer showed up? They said an hour, which would be impossible because the police showed up at 2:32, not 3:32, and the building was locked down at 2:46 a.m. Okay, here's the problem. This is their story. James Harden testified, if you heard him, that DJ Eric came onto the party bus and told him that his table was ready and escorted him into the club. James Harden says he got there 2 o'clock, 1:45, 2 o'clock, something like that. He was partying for 30, 45 minutes before the police showed up. So somebody's story's not adding up. But guess what? When them phones get the ping, 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 when they ping them phones, they know exactly where all them niggas are. And they gonna have them text messages.
I got a question for you, Mo. At any time during the course of the last almost 8-9 years, have you regretted making that Facebook post?
No, not one bit. You know why? Because I didn't know, like he said, we didn't know each other. Why the fuck would James Harden care about a Facebook post I said, out all people, when he is a famous guy making millions of dollars every day and gets talked about every day, and more vile, ruder things have been said about him on Instagram. I mean, I'm probably the most vilest, rudest guy, but before then I wasn't. I just made a post. But now I am the most vile, rudest guy.
So what do you think about your post? Struck him so hard to where the following chain of events even happened?
I don't think it was just over the post, dog. I've said this before.
But
it had to be something else. Now, I see a few people trying to, throw salt on my name, but the ladies in Houston know Moses is a player. They know I'm a player. I'm a strike, but I do it by myself. You understand? I don't have a bunch of a bunch of niggas around me, and I don't need no madam to do my talking. You know what I mean? I talk for myself. So now, if somebody's paying attention to me and my swag and what I'm doing outside, and maybe they're a little jealous of the life that I came from, I don't know. That's something you would have to ask that man. But what else could it be if it's not? If it's not, what is it? Am I the competition in a strip club? I don't know. I'm pretty sure me and James Harden have smashed on some of the same hoes in Houston. This is Houston. The boss niggas like to play. I think you've heard about Houston. They get down in Houston. Okay, so when you got some money in your pocket, you got a nice car, you got a name, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get a lot of women here, and you're going to run into the same ones. So maybe it was that. I don't know. I never pillow talked about James. I don't know any, I don't know. Like, I have no idea why a Facebook post would make that man mad like that. I have no idea. I truly don't. I don't know.
Underdog. Questions for Mo?
I was wondering, right? Because I remember on a previous live you was on, you were speaking about how James Harden was one of the big spenders. You was one of the big spenders. and y'all had a passing, do you feel that your presence as a big spender was affecting the current and the flow of that V Live that he wanted? Do you feel like your presence was affecting that and he kind of like wanted you out the way?
I'm pretty, I'm pretty sure because when DJ Eric testified and said that there was a green light on my life, he said that that meant to go to another club, but they didn't let me go to another club. Why didn't they want me to go to another club? Because they had to embarrass me if I left to go start going to another club, right? Maybe James Harden wanted to be the king of V Live. I'm trying to tell you, man, this guy has a big ass fucking ego. Like, I think something narcissistic about him. And I don't think he likes any competition. I mean, I've heard stories from his teammates of how this guy operates behind the closed doors. So, I mean, he does a lot of fucking snake ass shit to people. And, if somebody's a threat to him, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I just know that I've been going out of Houston since I've been 19 years old. And he got there when I was 34. So I'm already embedded into the city. So he's coming in meeting other new people. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I have no idea why he did it to this day. I haven't got an answer, but I will get an answer eventually. Eventually, there's going to be an answer. Because I'm trying to tell you, this is not over with. These people are worrying about civil and stuff. I'm past the money. We passed the money. I want heads. Primarily James Harden, DJ Eric, and Molo. And if any other people, and I'm going to spare you judges, today. But just know I know everything. But I'm going to spare the judges today, and I'm going to spare the connections that the judges have to certain people. I'm going to do that today. I don't want to, fuck my shit up. So I'm going to spare that.
Rule report.
But I'm going to tell one last thing. But I'm going to say this. I'll give you an example. I posted before where Mr. Prince is walking through the park in the 5th Ward. He was upset with the whatever, okay? And he was walking through 5th Ward. He gets to Tuffley Park, that's in 5th Ward, and they took their dome down. The dome where this is the ghetto. And I want you black people to think about something when I'm saying this. This is the ghetto. And they take the dome down. James Harden comes in there, acts like he's gonna fix this park, donates $240,000 to Mayor Sylvester Turner. They came down there with the cameras, smiling, laughing, like giving away stuff like he's the greatest civilian of all time. They took the dome off the park. The dome used to protect these kids that wanted to play when it was raining. They took the dome off the park and never finished the park. My question is, where did the $240,000 go? This is on the internet. You Google it. James Harden, $240,000 donation, basketball court. And it comes right up. It wasn't done. And Mayor Turner, that is already under federal investigation because his right hand, well, he's dead now, but his right hand man, William Paul Thomas, who pled guilty to conspiracy to bribery and corruption charges, was wearing a wire for the FBI. He works for the FBI, unlike me, never wore a wire, never recorded anybody's conversation. He wore a wire from November 4th, 2020 to February 7th, 2024, got sentenced, and still hasn't reported to the courthouse yet. Still hasn't reported to the courthouse yet. Now, don't you think that he knows everything that Mayor Turner was doing?
Definitely.
Okay. So there you go. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. But I want everybody to know, dog.
Man,
Hey, hold on. I want everybody to know something. Moses has been playing chess, not checkers. I'm not green. I'm a lot street savvy and smart than y'all think, but I'm not a street nigga. But I'm 20 times smarter than these people. And trust me, when they say trust the process, I'm down for the ride. I told you I'm willing to go 12 rounds, the distance. And that's what I'm doing. And if they don't like it, so what? And my last thing before y'all take over, has any law enforcement agency came out and say this case was closed? From HPD to Texas Rangers to the federal government. Has anybody said this is a case? They're not. You haven't heard that. You haven't heard that? And guess what? I ain't heard that.
Rule the game. Take us out.
Yo. Hey man, Moses Malone Jr. Hey, we definitely appreciate you sharing your story with us, man. I think that this thing is grew legs of its own. It's gonna take off like never before. Dawgface is doing his thing and getting it to the right places so people can actually see it and form their own opinion and not what other individuals is trying to say for their own agendas. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all go to UnderdawgTV _podcast on Instagram and follow the homie, man. We trying to get his followers up, as well as find him on YouTube and subscribe over there because he's gonna be dropping content. As always, you already know Dawgface. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah. Whatever. The YouTube streets, man. Like, hey, listen, y'all have to give Dawgface credit where credit is due. And I tell Dawgface all the time how I appreciate him even bringing me inside of his circle because there's so many snakes on this internet that you got to kind of watch who you actually allow in your circle because they can bite you in the ass, man. But I just want to say, you know, on air that I appreciate the opportunity to be over here to build with you all the times you popped up on my live streams, helping me out, man. It's really been a hell of a I want to say last 10 days, man. We've been moving and grooving, so let's keep this thing going, man. Underdog, man, get you some content up. We're gonna run that thing up too, man. And we appreciate everybody that's been tapped in and tuned in for the last 2 hours and 16 minutes. Y'all already know we coming back with some more heat though tomorrow.
Hey, tomorrow, same time, we have T Grizzly's federal interrogation audio when he was picked up doing the investigation of RTM related through money. You may have heard him mention that in his song, multi-platinum song, First Day Out. We're back here tomorrow, 8 o'clock, and we'll be airing that. And then we have a couple of other additional surprises for you people, for our people. We fuck with y'all fuck with us. It is what it is, man. Moses Malone Jr. Thank you, brother. And I'm waiting for my email to ching, Moses. I'm waiting for the email. Right? It is what it is. My name is Dawgface Calderon. On behalf of the gang,